bringing more more people into this world should should probably be avoided. It's not that life is inherently bad, let alone here on Earth, but the current way of things is proven as simply not right, and it has proven inherently hostile even to sentient beings, especially to people. It's best that people just stop reproducing because it just continues the cycle, the worldwide cycle of suffering, chaos, evil, sin. This is not to say that there is just no good things that happen in life, but there is definitely a lot of bad, whether it be our fault or if it be just something else that brings about such evil events. I um I definitely do believe that we should love our parents and our grandparents. Like those who do have children should love their children and grandchildren. But this whole procreation thing, particularly of people, of human beings too, it this it has to stop, or this current system of things with all of its evils will inevitably continue. What people must acknowledge is that we are and have been for our entire existence under an evil system, an oppressive system that brings death, evil, sin, chaos. It puts the people against each other. It puts the people against nature. It puts the people against the Most High. It isn't so. It's just an evil system that we are under and have been for a long time. I do not believe that the earth itself is some kind of prison, although obviously bad things happen on the earth. But this system that has been put in place on the earth all over the world is an oppressive system. And I call this system the ruler's world system, or the satanic world system, because it is something that has been made by evil, malevolent forces, with variously called fallen angels, gods, devils, etc. It is a system of illusions, slavery, and imprisonment, and that oppresses any being, anyone that is under it. Also, when it comes to humanity, it it's been virtually nothing but trouble since it's been on the earth. All it has brought upon the earth, almost exclusively, all that is brought upon the earth is evil and chaos and more death. That's what is brought about. Now, I'm not saying that every individual on the earth is evil or anything like that, but humanity as a species and as a group has pretty much been no good here. It's just brought evil, just like the very rulers, the Satans that it serves. It's just brought evil here on the earth. People may ask, what about civilization, or what about things like arts and sciences, or whatever? But these things are inherently neutral, and they simply do not make up for the evils that man has brought here. One of the biggest deceptions on, on earth that have that the world has been deceived into believing, one of the biggest deceptions is that it is right for people to procreate, even in a terrible system of things like this. All that does is perpetuate, as said before, the evil, the sin, the chaos, the suffering. It continues the Satan's rule over humanity and over the earth. Humanity, when it comes, it is it is itself it is itself evil. It is it is basically it's demonic. I mean, I'm not sure what else to really say. Humanity has been troublesome since virtually the beginning of its existence, all the way since back in the so-called Garden of Eden. It's been nothing but trouble. Even in the Bible, in biblical scripture, it's depicted as getting progressively worse since Eden, all the way to the flood, when much of the world's population had to get wiped out for reasons such as the evils that have been occurring. And then even after the flood, humanity again has gotten progressively worse. That's pretty much how humanity has been depicted in biblical scripture.